not no gangsters. We revolutionaries, and that's how we rock.
Allahu Akbar, Ishmael. So, yeah, man, we got a lot of great topics for y'all today, man. Primarily, we speaking on children of the corn, man. I told y'all when I put this word out there, man, when I put the analogy out there that, you know, not only are we living in the last structure of time, man, not knowing when the time is going, when the clock is going to just absolutely just stop completely. We don't know that. Can't nobody predict that. However, we do know that we living in it. That's for damn sure. You would be a fool to not know that. You would just be a plumb fool on this earth to not know that. We're not living toward those times. The crazy part about it is the kids of America are catching it the hardest and the worst, seem like. Even from adults, the kids are catching it hard, man. And I say the kids are catching it hard because they kids. 12, 13, 15, 14. Easy to be monopolized, easy to be manipulated, easy to be misguided. You know what I mean? Easy, very simple, easy for them to be misguided, to do other things or to do the things that they're not supposed to be doing instead of the right structured things. So it's very easy for our kids to be influenced, man, from today's modern society of the way everything is structured. Everything is all based around materialistic bullshit. They got our kids thinking that if you have a gold chain, you somebody. You got a fucking gold chain, you somebody, man. If you got $2,000 to make it look like it's $5,000 with a gold chain, meaning fake it till you make it, you somebody. That's how messed up and warped they got our kids' minds, bro. And now is that
the only is so material is the materials the only thing that's influenced these kids?
Man, is that a second voice I'm hearing?
Yeah, it's a second voice. My voice.
Well, nigga, first of all, say good morning to TV land and bring yourself in.
Yeah, nigga, you ain't introduced me, nigga. Shit.
Hey, man, top of the morning, man. Y'all already know as usual, man. Riding shotgun with the double barrel, man. Because that nigga like shooting alligators, man. Big Uncle's in the building, man. Unc, what it do, Unc? What was your question again, then, Unc?
Now, you was breaking down how these kids are being influenced materialistic with the gold chains and the, you know, the guns, the clothes. But what else are these kids being influenced being influenced by?
Oh man, great question. What else is? Well, it all revolves around the demonic syndrome, the devil's controlment, the Pied Piper. So we know this. This is all demonic. This is all the devil's doing, man. This ain't got nothing to do with God. This ain't what God structured, what God wanted. We in a powerful war, man, that we got caught up in as humans that had nothing to do with us from the beginning of the time. That's the crazy part about it. We are suffering for something in our lives that had nothing to do with us. It was in the heavens. It had everything to do with the heavens, with Lucifer and the Father above, man, the power. And Lucifer decided he wanted to go against the grain. And now because of the Adam and Eve syndrome. So we as humans, bro, that's the only thing from a biblical standpoint. And I would not question him anymore. I used to when I was a kid. But that's the only thing from a biblical standpoint that I really don't understand. I guess it's not for us to understand because that means you will be questioning God. Why do we suffer? Why is we suffering? I wasn't around with Adam and Eve. Hell, if it was my woman, I would have told her ass, don't you better not bite off that damn tree. Bite off that tree again if you want. Go ahead. You on your damn own. You feel me? At some point, mankind could have taken leadership, but we didn't have that opportunity because we were so easy to be persuaded by the woman. Adam dumbass didn't have to follow her lead, but he did. And for some reason, they went into the forbidden fruit and ate off the forbidden tree. And then necessarily don't say what kind of fruit it was. They say it's an apple written wise, but it really don't say. They say the forbidden fruit, the forbidden tree, the tree of knowledge and the tree of Rome. So it's like, bruh, we there. We as humans, we living in it. We constantly living in it, and then we suffer behind it. So that plays a major part, to answer your question. The fact that this is a spiritual thing, man, that's controlling our kids, meaning the devil. The devil has took his toll and put his power and his clamp down over our kids, man, and over the world in general, not just our kids, adults as well. And they got them doing the abnormal shit that you normally wouldn't even be doing. Now you're doing.
So let me ask you this: is the devil smart?
Shit, yeah.
All right. So when the kids are first born, the structure that they have is in the home, right?
Yes.
Now, once they reach a certain age, what's the second structure that the kids go to?
School.
Ooh,
Education.
School
And education.
Now you brought up a good point when we was talking probably about the schools influence these kids for
So that's
choosing a gender.
Exactly. Now I see where you're going and leading to this now, but now, which is exactly the truth. That's the next biggest outside. See, all these pieces are part of the devil's puzzle. You got to remember this now. It's all his structure. It's all his guidance. It's his chessboard. So everything that we see and unfolding is still coming from his guidance, not God. So yes, what Uncle's saying is the next major biggest influence to our children now, I'm talking about our babies, pre-K, little ones, small, are the schools now. They are transforming the schools and lock the schools down to the point where fuck your mom and your daddy. We're your mom and your daddy now. We're your parents. When you get over here, this is the parenting over here. This is the part where we teach you. And what we say go, and what we say you listen to, because we telling you the righteous, we telling you the truth. That's how psychologically they have took control over the schools and our kids, and the parents ain't parenting because they ain't paying a fucking attention, man. They too busy, got their face buried in a phone or a laptop or a tablet, or talking about I'm a bad bitch or I'm this, or these sorry ass niggas ain't got $1 on a diaper. So it's like as a culture, we fucked all up, man. We fucked up. So check this out, TV land. Today's subject, today's topic, we tapping in right now to these schools' agenda. They don't got a hidden agenda no more. Again, we bring you the news that you can use, Jack. It's your favorite YouTube twins, man. You tapped in, you buzzed in the R.O.E 2023, man. Spliff D TV, man. HTX Current News and Watch Satellite News, man. Hey, listen here, America, USA. The schools today don't have hidden agendas now. They got open agendas. And that new open agenda is called what, Unc?
Better yet, we ain't gonna even talk no more. We gonna let the people watch it.
LGBTQ people into law.
Turn that volume up.
A law in Alabama.
A bill regulating what school bathroom Oklahoma students use. A House committee passed a bill focused on pronouns.
And hundreds more of these bills have been introduced in state legislatures. More every year for the last 3 years. The laws are increasingly focused on what sports teams transgender school children can play on, which bathroom they can use, and about the use of pronouns. But these bills are at the state level. If you look to the federal government, you'd hear a different message to transgender students.
We're here to say that's wrong and it's against the law.
That's because the current federal government believes gender identity discrimination violates a 1972 federal civil rights law. So when it comes to the rights of trans students, conservative states and the federal government are at odds. But the enforcers of education policy are a third level of government, local school boards, and they are caught in between, with extraordinarily high stakes.
I was thinking, wow, there's no way I'm ever going to vote yes for this.
Once upon a time, in a land far away, there was a woman who wanted to stay on vacay. So she changed her flight to return home later, because United has no change fees. Ever.
Bear with us. You've tapped in, you tuned in to R.O.E 2023.
Is suicide prevention. This coming year will be my 7th year teaching in Tennessee. I'm seeing a lot more.
Hold up. I know they got a bill out there saying you can't discriminate, but this is the front line of these kids. It's basically saying it's okay. You have a transgender teacher teaching the kids. I ain't never seen this before.
This is the wave and the era we hit that we're not headed in. We're in. And this is
We
why it's so
in.
important for us to deliver this story and put this story out there. You know, at some point, man, you know, I know we may have certain clash-ins based on certain stories and topics that we touch. Certain stories and topics that we touch, we're very careful and we cautious about even touching them because we know the controlment of the internet. And see, that goes to show you how crazy it is that as humans, where do we really have the freedom of speech if we can't say what we feel and what we want without worrying about repercussions or some consequences? Especially the fact that here we're major influencers, and we're putting ourselves more and more in the position to become influencers globally to others in other states, other countries, other parts of the world, to the point to where we got to watch what we say instead of being able to say what we feel. Because if we won't, we lose everything. We lose everything we built. We lose our channels. We lose our monetization. We lose all the things from a business perspective that we built. You see that goddamn controlment right there, huh? Just that alone. It's like we got to pick and choose. I battle with this shit for our people, to the people, uncut, raw, and riveting. So it's like certain things we can say to you guys and report, and certain things we just can't report, man, based on our positions. It's the way of the world and the structure and the control mechanism that these people have, man. So what they're pushing right now to your children, your newborns, my newborn nieces and nephews, my smaller nieces and nephews that's in school, the agenda they pushing on our kids right now is called trans ideology. Trans ideology is the tag that they gave it. This is crazy, man. Meaning that your child has all the right in the world at 6 years old, 5, to say, no, I want to be a girl, but he's a boy. No, I want to be a girl, but he's a girl. I mean, I want to be a boy, but she's a girl. How do a kid have the choice to say some shit like that, man? You see what kind of world we live in, bro? Brothers and sisters. And this ain't no black, green thing now. This is a human thing, bro. This is a race thing. This is every human, every race, every culture. This ain't targeted to blacks. This ain't targeted to Mexicans. This ain't targeted to Chinese or Koreans or Asians. This is the globe, period. This is an agenda globally, period. But you ain't taking that shit down to Kenya. Oh, no. You ain't taking this shit down there to certain parts of Africa off your head, man. Ain't that what they said, huh?
Hey, off with your head, man. That's what Ghana, Nigeria, and all the other countries. But you can't come with this type of agenda down there. But the United States, man, it started out with these trans athletes, which I felt was out of line from the jump street. How are you gonna have somebody that's born a male competed in competitive sports as a male, wasn't ranked, didn't finish last place as a male, then do a transition to a female, and now they the number one athlete on the female side.
Yeah, you dominate sports. What kind of shit is that, man? How that's just like we might as well go back to the movie Joanna Man.
Joanna Man. Yeah, that's the perfect example. Joanna Man. Good
Joanna Man. You feel me?
Yeah.
At least that fool didn't go get the whole sexual transformation. He just crossed over and cross-dressed.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But still, all in all, that doesn't give a gratitude for them to be able to come into the sports world as a female now and dominate when you're sorry as a male.
No, it's not fair at all. It's
not fair to
live
in, man. So that's like telling the feminine or the women who really, really strived and worked hard in that field that, hey, you know, it is what it is, and these are our rules.
But you know, some Cap,
you can cross over and be a man and go play man sports.
Exactly. But you know, they setting a precedent, basically saying that LGBTQ rights are more important than women's rights?
Hey, man, say that again, and it ain't that it's just definitely coming out of our mouth. It's our opinion, and we're entitled to our opinion, and society says that. Society shows us that. So say that shit again, huh?
They're saying that they're setting a precedent that LGBTQ rights are more important than women's rights. Because basically, if you set that precedent saying it's okay for a man that transitions to a woman that's playing high school athletics or college athletics, you saying it's okay for them to compete in women's sports, bro. So if you have 10 trans athletes, them 10 trans athletes are gonna be the best in whatever sport they competing in. The women gonna be pushed to the bottom.
Right, because in actuality, they still have male hormones and male, Gentiles that's inside them still, even though they had the sexual operations and the sexual transmission, they still have the certain hormones as a male in them. That's why they strength is the way it is.
But bro, a lot of them don't even have no operation, bro. They just identify as a woman.
Oh wow, this shit! Oh my god!
Yeah, a lot of them don't. They not even having no sex changes or no operation. They just saying I identify as a woman. So that they still got full testosterone still all through the body and everything. But I identify as a woman, so I'm gonna compete on the women's side.
So they give you opportunity to go into the women's bathroom and sit your ass down on the toilet, pee now, right? Steady piss. Because I take pisses. I don't pee. I take pisses.
But they already got it. I think in New York they got an all-gender bathroom. Women and men use the same bathroom.
Oh man.
It's already there. Already there, brother.
What else we got on this B-roll, Unc? Damn, man. The world we in, man.
Now check this out. We were just speaking on this. The Tennessee governor signs transgender athlete bill. Ooh. We just talked about this too.
Hey, the Tennessee government, that means he or she is it from that circle too, then probably basically right. It's on the opposite, right?
No. This is anti-bills. He's against it. So you see in the law, in it, like right here, say Tennessee's bathroom law allows students, parents, or teachers to sue the schools if the schools allow for us that male female bathroom.
Okay. What about? Don't we have a B-roll? Didn't we have a clip, man? It was supposed to have been a clip of something that we had based on the trans ideology into the schools and the teaching of it, and then them actually having transgender teachers now. Didn't we have a clipping where the actual book texts have been replaced, and now the books that our kids are getting, the books that our children are bringing home, are actual sex books?
Yeah, let me see if I can find that real quick.
Did you hear that, TV Land? Here it is. The kids are in school, and you know how when we were growing up and you was coming up in school and you used to have to stand up on a Friday or a Wednesday, you may have read days where you got to read out loud, the whole class, everybody in the class. So your teacher would come around and selectively pick out primarily 5 or 6 students that have to stand up and actually read out of your book texts. This is how you learn how to read. For all of us in America who knows how to read, not taking nothing against those who don't know how to read, but it was your choice not to want to learn when you dropped out in the 5th grade or the 6th grade. So I ain't feeling sorry for your jackass. However, for those who went to class and participated, this is how you was taught. So you would read from the book texts. And our books will be books based on education, whether it was the old crappy ass Western Hemisphere of history, the fake Columbians and Elizabeth and all the above, all the super white heroes that they was trying to embed into our heads back then, right? However, we had nothing in these book texts, nothing that openly and willingly taught us about sex or taught us that, hey, If you decide you want to be gay, a transgender, a crossover, a lesbian, whatever you want to be in that field of the LGBT community, it's okay. No, we didn't grow up with this, man. And we didn't have this present to us. Not that it didn't exist. It always exists. This community has always been here. It was once a secret society. A secret society. See, this is why in these hoods, these hardened hoods and these neighborhoods, it was once banged out and gangbanged, had ruthless gang members. You wasn't going to find no homosexual or one of your homeboys that he was a homosexual. It was rare that ninja came out the closet because he going to get that ass beat up in his hood, or they going to taunt him. They're going to taunt him. They're going to talk about him, all that. Unless he one of the homies that really grew up in the hood, born, raised, breeded, which we had homies like that, end up coming out the closet once they got to a certain age. And the hood accepted it because it was just that one individual. It wasn't no fucking parade of them. Now you got communities, it's parades, it's packs of these individuals that's involved in that particular circle, which is to each his own, man. To each his own, because you ain't got to answer to us. We voicing our opinion as professionals and as journalists and as YouTubers. You got to answer to God at the end of the day about your actions. You can try to explain it all you want. And I just sit here this morning watching my morning sermon of Gino Jennings and tripped on how the LGBT community have took and written and structured their own Bible, Unc. They got the Rainbow Bible called Queen James. Fuck me up this morning when I learned that. I go, huh? Queen James, man. That's another version of a new Bible, bro, called Queen James. A whole different Bible written over. And so what it is they trying to set these laws and standards against God to say that, hey, that everything that's going on right now is cool. It's a normal thing for us, and it's okay. Well, you don't got to answer to us. That community, that lifestyle, you don't have to answer to us. You got to deal with the power, man. On that note, man, you found that clip, let's B-roll.
Pushing the school board now to immediately remove a book from school libraries. The book is called Gender Queer. It's a memoir of the author's journey of self-identity, especially with the sexuality and gender, claiming it's pornographic. Connor Steffen takes a closer look at the controversy.
Explicit pornography,
graphic illustrations, full nudity,
or a tool for self-discovery.
The right of every individual to both seek and receive information from all points of view.
Two drastically different yet equally impassioned views on this book, titled Gender Queer, at the center of discussions during a JCPS decision-making board meeting.
Man, this ain't right, huh?
I am here.
Pause for a minute, huh?
Defend.
Listen, we get it. America gets it. We get it. There's a new wave. There's a community called LGBTQ. We get that.
Where the P come from?
I said B, man. I ain't say P. Don't be trying to check me, nigga, on live like that, ninja. I ain't stuttering over here, nigga. I ain't messing up alphabet. Did I say P up?
Yeah, you did say P. That nigga added a new letter. That nigga added a new letter to motherfucker.
So look, the thing is this. That's okay. That's their choice. That's their prerogative. Again, like I said, you got to deal with that whole community has to deal with Allah at the end of the day. Not us humans, not us who's against it, or not us heterosexuals who are preaching to our sons and our daughters that this is the way you're supposed to be because this is the way God made, this is the way it was written. This ain't because your daddy saying this is the way it's supposed to be. This is the way it was written by him, man. So you got to stay in your lane if you think you're going to make it over to the other side when that judgment day time comes. See, that's what it's all about, bro, at the end of the day. It's called Judgment Day, and we're not the judges. He is, man. We can only voice our opinions, as well as every other human beings in the world who see certain things. You can only voice your opinion. You're still not the judge at the end of the day, man. So a lot of these people, they don't care. That's why they do what they do, because in their mind, which is so sad that it's warped and it's demonized, they think they're doing the right things. So you can't argue with an individual who are set in their way of what they feel and what they believe. Okay, fine, cool. All I can do is continue to speak the word, deliver as a messenger, and hopefully we can get to those who's listening and those who's really able to make the choices to know that, oh, no, man, I ain't jumping over there on that side, man, because that ain't the right thing to do, period. It's just like an ordained bishop, or ordained preacher, apostle, someone who's speaking the word of gossip, but in the right way, the right functional way, the biblical way, bro. Trying to pass the word. But we passing the word to our people as fathers. We're fathers. Me and my partner is fathers. We ain't gay fathers. We ain't, tranny fathers. We're real heterosexual, real men, fathers with sons that love our sons and love our genes. So you mean tell me we wrong to speak our opinion or speak our voice on the things that are going on in the world and society and how it's affecting our kids? I told you I got 9 nephews. I got 8, 9 nieces, and constantly got them being born. New ones are coming. As a matter of fact, TV land, I am proudly to announce that I'm about to be a grandfather. How about that? I'm about to be a G-Pops, man. So it's like, you think I want this shit for my grandson or my granddaughters to come or my grandbabies to come? No, man. So I'm going to stand up and stand fast and speak out and speak for what's righteous and what I believe in, just like what they believe in. So it's all fairness, bro. We have the right to be able to speak our mind. To each his own, but we have this right. I just want to put that out there as a disclaimer so y'all don't be trying to knock us upside our head. It's all right, man. Our prerogative, man. We're fathers. We kings, man. Straight up. Let's B-roll. Let's finish this B-roll up on this gender book, man.
Access.
They're going to let this filthy pornography go on in our schools.
But
that's why we are here.
Supporters on both sides passionately debating whether to remove the book from JCPS library shelves. The matter brought to the board's attention after parent Miranda Stovall asked 2 schools to get rid of the book, then appealing to Superintendent Marty Polio. Both requests were ultimately rejected. A majority of grievances with the 240-page memoir are contained to a handful of pages that describe and depict various sexual activities.
And looking through the entirety of the book, it's clear it fits under the definition of obscene matters or material. There are certainly instances where material would have some bona fide educational use.
Though Stovall's attorney argues not in JCPS libraries, a stance the district's chief librarian, Dr. Lynn Reynolds, disagrees with.
A book has literary value when readers gain something of value from it, such as deeper knowledge or new ideas. In addition, the book impacts the reader and society as a whole.
In her remarks, Reynolds, citing the high suicide rate within the LGBTQ plus community, said for students struggling with sexuality or identity, the book's impact could be immeasurable.
Pause right there. First of all, why are students struggling with their sexual identity if you wasn't putting it out there like that by force? Let it be. Let it be. If there's a male or female who grows up at a certain age and they figure their gender is not comfortable with what they're in or their skin that they're in, then that's their choice now. But you now, society, then brought it to elementary and pre-K, and you're pushing this shit on our newborns and telling the parents, fuck you, it ain't your decision. It's our decision. What we say gonna go. You get out of line, we'll violate you, put you in jail. Yeah, we'll stick your own kids on you and put you in jail. That's how powerful we is. What you gonna do, America? Because we got the clout. Ain't that some shit? Something to think about. Brain food, man. Bars on this Sunday, man. Let's B-roll on. Got me stuttering.
From literature creates a sense of otherness for queer and trans people.
T-baby!
Especially queer and trans youth.
She added that a dangerous precedent could be set with the banning of this one book, one that could lead to countless other pieces of useful literature being taken from students. The board will make its decision sometime within the next 60 days. In Louisville, Connor Steffen, WHAS 11 on your.
So it seems like to me, man, that like you said, when kids grow up, they structure is the household, is the parents. Once they reach that certain age, when they go into grade school, the teachers, the principal, and the superintendent of whatever school district they go to become the new parents. Because basically, like you said, they basically telling the parents, we don't care what type of meeting you hold, this book gonna stay in the library.
That's right. And you guys, you see that book? We're talking about, this is not a book text that's in black and white and then writing like when we were coming up. This is a book of illustration, meaning this whole entire book has black and white writing of explaining and breaking down the definitions on how to fulfill the positions, and they got pictures in the book, you guys. Come on, man. I mean, must we really sit here as parents and as the people and really be that fucking dumb and that dumbfounded? Excuse my French on this Sunday, man, but come on, man. For real, for real. They literally got pictures throughout the whole entire book. So you ask yourself as a parent, well, Bounty Hunter BJ, CEO Nino Cappucino, why they got the pictures in the book? It's simple. This book is being read and looked upon from a 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old. What's the first thing that becomes mind-boggling and becomes intriguing to one's eye? A photo. A photo. You see that? You see that mind control? A photo. So if your baby is 6 years old, you're looking at a photo with a penis, the child is stuck like this, looking, staring. Some, it becomes intriguing to them where they ask questions to the adults, which is the teacher. Some, it may look at it because from home, they know this is wrong because their parents are teaching them right. They go, no, hey, teacher, what is this? No, those are the smart ones. So this is why they're trying to flip our smart ones now. Like they trying to flip the smart adults who refuse to go them routes. It's the same goddamn formula, the same scenario, bro. Now they trickle down to our kids, our babies, man. This shit is not right. Listen, to each his own, to you grown-ass motherfuckers who choose to go flip-flop and suck on male booty, males on male. Okay, nigga, hey, there's nothing wrong with a man being a freak for a woman and a woman being a freak for her man. Nothing in the world wrong with that, period. That's the way it was written, you ask me, heterosexual-wise. So to each his own, all your extras or whatever you choose to do in your life, bro, to each his own. All I'm saying to America is, come on now, man. Y'all out of line to push y'all power because you have the power within and the power being to push this shit and trickle it all the way down. You already came in our households, knocked down our doors, told the parents and told fathers like myself and other fathers that you threw in prison for the rest of their life because they were silent fathers. You already came in our households and fucked our relationships off with our women. You got our women hating the shit out of us. You got our women finger fucking themselves with toys, fucking other women because they saying men ain't shit, which a lot of niggas ain't shit because they ain't stepping up to the plate being real men. So it's all fucked up, man, as it is, as a culture. You took that power that we once had, where our women stood down with her man. She had her man back. She used to lift her man up. And that nigga go work 2 hard jobs and bring it home. And it's all done for the family. They took that shit from us, y'all. That shit didn't just disappear. They took it, man. Understand this shit. Have a frame of mind to understand, man. They took that power from us. Why, Bounty Hunter BJ? Look where we at. Look where it took us. Right here today. They didn't take that power from us. There was no way they can break down this barrier like this. There's no way they could have rebuilt and revamped like this, bro. There's no way our black women would hate the black men. They would be breaking down doors for marriages, breaking down doors for security and solitude with them men, because that's the way it used to be. Women love being married. Women love being in relationships. That's the way it was. That's the way it's supposed to be, because it allowed us to reproduce. It allowed us to build, just like all the other cultures is doing on our dumb jackass. They study having kids. They reproduce it. And guess what? They teaching their kids. They teaching their kids the right and wrongs. No, not all of them are doing the right path. You got a lot of them that's in that community and a part of that structure too. But for the majority of us, they teaching their kids. Go to China and see if this shit going on in China. Go to certain other countries and other third world countries and see if this particular shit, that sloppy ass USA, if that shit is going on in other countries. Boy, you'd be surprised, boy. Them countries ain't going for this junk, man. They not going for it, bro. Straight up. So America, we are being forced. Our hands as parents have been forced, been pushed upon to tell us we can't be parents no more. You can't be no hardcore father or heterosexual father with rules and standards and discipline. No. That's abusive. You can't be no mama that'll slap the shit out your child on the spot because he didn't got out of line and disrespect you. That's abusive. That little nigga ain't got no business disrespecting his mama. And vice versa. Nah, they took all that shit out of our household, man. Locked up the rest of the real kings, locked up the real fathers, gave them niggas football and basketball years while they work on their plan, bro. Why you think they did this shit? Most niggas in the pen, bro, are in the pen for crack, man. Bullshit crack substance, man, and got a gang of time. Or robberies. A $50 robbery, a $300 robbery, man. Not a Brinks truck. Robberies, man. Multiple robberies of our own kind, bro. So you see how they warped our mind and fucked our mentality up, man. And now look at us. This is where we at. Now you don't really got solid fathers. It's sprinkles of us. And they steady trying to get to us and shut us down now because we in the way. We're in the way of that reproductive generation that's arising effeminate. The feminine men, the feminine warriors that they may want to call them when they want us out the way. But goddamn it, sure as this grenade is on my chest right here, boy. As long as I'm living and breathing, you ain't bucking me, nigga. I ain't going nowhere. I'ma still preach this shit to minds, man. Straight up. This is not right, America. This is not right. It's cool. Have your lane. That's your choice. That's your prerogative. But now you pushing agendas on us as the people, for the people, by the people, to the people, man. You're not giving us no choice. Basically is what you're saying. We don't have a choice. We don't have a voice and we don't have a choice. On that note, what else we got on this B-roll, man, before we cut the rest of this B-roll, man?
No, that's it on the B-roll.
Hey, man, you tapped in, you tuned in, man, to R.O.E 2023, man. Split Deep TV, man. HTX Current News, watch satellite news, man. Bringing you some news you can use, Jack. Hey, man, as you can see, man, this is where we at right now, society. They done went from us as the adults, broke up the household, took away the power, took away the real men who controlled and maintained their households, took away the real women who ran their households and maintained and provided for the kids, taught the babies, nurtured for the babies. They took away all that. They took away the love of a couple coming together, working their problems out. Even if it's a problem, it's an issue, then we work it out. Now, couples don't even work shit out no more. They just break wild. That's the greatest excuse they can have now, to just break wild so they can come out here and get wild. Fuck you, 50 years old, you out here clubbing and shit with a mini skirt on, with some thongs on. I mean, come on, man. Look how they got us fucked up. Let's flip it. You 50 years old, nigga, you sagging, you bum ass nigga. You sagging. Or you got some tight ass thinny jeans. Yeah, that's what I said. Thinny jeans. I don't call them skinny, nigga. I call them thinny, nigga, with a teach. Thinny jeans. You niggas out here wearing thinny jeans, nigga, and thinny shirts. What the fuck? As some females say, what the fuck? Hey, I can't call this shit, It's crazy, man. It's crazy,
Yeah, man, it's the world we live in right now, man. You just gotta do your job as a parent and teach your kids right from wrong, teach your kids morals, and just hope that whatever teachings that you give them inside the home, they can hold that in, so when they go into the world, they can block out all these worldly temptations that they gonna interact with.
Okay, so what is right and wrong then, huh? To our kids. Before we fall out of here,
We set the example for right or wrong. The parents. The parents set the example. So it's however your upbringing was, bro. So for some parents, right or wrong is right or wrong is some parents might agree with this with the LGBTQ community.
That's the thing, huh?
What's up?
We're in a position where statistically the numbers outweigh the real parents who have righteous viewings and a righteous cause. Those numbers outweigh us, bro, because it's so easy to persuade other parents to say, oh, well, you know what? We live in a new world. It's a new time. It's a new generation. So, hey, yeah, fuck all that shit. I wouldn't give a fuck how much new time we in and how much the world changes over. Rules are rules, man, and standards are standards, and morals are morals, and principles are principles, damn it.
Yeah.
You're supposed to carry them with honor at all times of your life, period, as a man and a woman. So because the times is changing, oh, you supposed to say, oh, well, shit, you know what? I'm going to become a full gay homosexual. I've been a heterosexual all my life. I've been busting niggas upside the head, fucking over niggas. Now I decide I'm going to flip the script and I'm going to cross over, cross dress because society say it's the coolest thing to do now. It's the thing to do. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, they stepped in our household with their agenda and they plan decades ago and they integral plot. They had to. They had to start with us. They had to start with the strong black woman. They had to start with the strong relationships. They had to start with the unbreakable relationships. They had to start with the people who would fight for their relationship and their love to stay together because they want to keep that family together. They want to keep all the siblings under one roof. They want to keep the kids together. See, they took all that shit from us. When they took that mentality and turned that mentality around, bro, it was the worstest thing that was endured to us. Drugs didn't even fuck us up that bad. And drugs was the worst of the worst to us as a culture. So imagine this blueprint, how they came into families and they took that power out. And then they flipped it and then got instilled in our kids and told your kids, hey, guess what? There's a new rule. Your mommy and daddy can't whoop you no more. If they do, call us. We shall come get their ass. Call us. They started stealing that and teaching that to our kids in the last decade. And now we went from so many kids of America calling DPSSs on your kids, on your parents, and crying wolf and all this old bullshit with these fake false calls because you don't want to be a kid. You don't want to be disciplined for your fucking actions, for being disrespectful or lying, being mischievous or sneaking and doing all the shit the kids do because we was once kids and we did it too. That's why we got our ass whooped. But these kids don't want to accept it. We had to accept it. But they don't want to accept it. So now what they do, they went with the formula that the government gave them. Call us. So they start calling on their parents. Now it got so comfortable for the kids where they know parents can't do shit to me. I'll call the police on your ass. Now they telling the kids, guess what? We got another rule for you guys. You have the power to make your own decision over your mommy and daddy. Yeah. Starting at 5 years old, 6, 7, 8, it's your decision. What? You don't want a penis no more? Come on. You can come on over here and have a cunt now and be a girl. What kind of shit is that, man? Come on, America. Talk to us, man. We talk back, man. Leave y'all comments below, man. Leave how you feel as a parent. Even the LGBT communities. You guys can voice your opinion and tell us how you feel about it as well. We're not discriminating, man. All we saying is real men and as fathers, bro. Hey, where's the respect factor? Where's the line that's drawn to say, hey, man, let's not push this on America. Let's still allow Americans to have choices. Let's still allow heterosexual men and straight women to have choices with their children. Now the agenda has been pushed on us. Like we have no say-so. So come on, man. Y'all drop them comments, man. Drop your comments below. Let us know how you feel. Let us know how you feel, man. Again, man, you've been tapped in. You tuned in this morning, man. R.O.E 2023, man. Spliff D TV, man. HTX Current News. Watch Satellite News, man. Bringing you some news you can lose, Jack. It's your favorite YouTube twins, man. We over here getting it in, man. And you already know, man, you've been struck by lightning bolt, man. Y'all see them damn horns, man. Y'all see them horns, man. And that mighty W. Watts. Stay tuned. We be right back at you. Watts. We are taught to survive. Braka. And we out this bitch. Ah! Yeah.